Hi everyone, welcome. Wendy Anderson, justbe.me. So I've been up since 4:56 this morning with this message, um, translating it, the energy, and putting it into some kind of words for us. So Sunday night, portal opened. So lots of DNA activations. And the DNA activations are gifts, but they force us to look at our shadows in order to receive the gifts. Um, so this one this one was for me personally, but it may hit a note for other people out there. So if you're on the cusp of creating something new, or you've walked out of a job into a new one, you've walked out of a relationship, potentially looking for a new. So it's all about the old and transforming it into the new. So the way we've been living, the old life we've been living, is crumbling. You can't take that with you if you want to journey. And this is a choice as well. It's a planet of free will. You don't have to evolve into 5D if you don't want to. You can stay in 3D. So, but for those of you that do want to journey and do want to travel, and there's no higher or lower than for any decisions made here. For the people who choose that they don't want to ascend within themselves and contracted not to, they become beautiful markers for the rest of us. So there's still lots of love and respect there, even though they feel really crunchy to be around. I get it. So they're bringing in the new. So because it's completely new, to many of us, well, some of us not so much, because it's in your Atlantean DNA. So you've already lived a 5D way of living. You already know the score and how to do it. You've just forgotten. But we've been spending many transformative hours, probably in the woods, meditating, reaccessing our inner selves and our inner world and that journey within. So, confidence in creating the new and manifestation. So, if there are blockages in this area in confidence in creating the new, or manifestation in these areas, it's to get back to do a chakra cleanse. And the Energy Sunday was to help to cleanse all 12 chakras, not just the 7, kind of like all 12. And there are so much more than that. But the main 12. So the other ones are below your feet, the Earth Star chakra. So get into the woods if feeling a little bit out of sorts. And then when you get into the woods, you may be given a key if you're in alignment to the magic of the woods, and that is another realm entirely. But that is a realm that exists within and without. It's a bit odd, but there you go. So the magic of the woods. So the trees will hold stories and wisdom. So this is why sometimes you might get a wow moment in the woods if you've got something that's kind of like a blockage or something that you're worrying about or remunerating around. So go into the woods, and there is a magical place, and you will receive some peace, some calmness, and some answers. But you can't do that from an egoic fear state, because you'll fear what people think of you if you start kind of like seeing pixies and fairies and elementals and trees that talking to you, and it's all going on, all going on. If you're in ego, you'll hear nothing, see nothing. Um, so when you're walking as well, it's to keep mindful of your spine upright, because that's where we receive information universally, and ground it also from the ground, and we connect to the ground too. So it's alignment. So the Energy Sunday was to help us, but it brought in so much light that it was casting shadows. Now, if you are seeing owls, the owl spirit is wisdom. So for those of you that are feeling blocked in certain areas in your creations and new projects and new works, new relationships and everything else, confidence could come in. So fellas, you're not going to like this, but so this is, I suppose, for the ladies. We've kind of been programmed to believe that we cannot create without a man. However, there was a Greek goddess called Neve, and she found no problem in this. So there are more to these realms that we actually can take in through our senses. There are so much more senses, there are so much more dimensions, so much more to journey, so much more to see, but sometimes you have to go in to journey. So Neve, the goddess that could create without man, so she created whatever she wanted by herself. So very, very confident lady, you know, she wasn't waiting for anyone else, or she didn't need a team or anyone else around her to help her create. So you've got everything that you need within you. It's just inner journey will help you access it. The gift of disconnection, and we've all experienced this gift of disconnection, and it is, even though it appears like a shadow in the scheme of things, but once you take a higher perspective, the disconnection is to reconnect. Like separation is to unite. We can't unite without separation, so we're going to see a lot of that on this planet, in all different shapes and guises. But that's in order to, the separation is when we see the differences in one another. The unity is when we see the similarities in one another. So you get to choose which perspective you hold. So, creation. So if you have got blockage in confidence at the moment, you can't blame Disney, you know, prince and princess, that you need a man to be happy and, you know, to create a castle and everything else. Look at your programming in your life. You know, did you have a dad in your life? So were you looking for a dad in your relationships, which is interesting, to just take care of you? If you have held this program, beautiful, great. It's a shadow, but also a gift. So it becomes a gift when you hold a higher perspective. So you may have been somebody that's looked for the male counterpart in your life to support you, to nurture you, to fulfill certain needs. And it's the reminder when we journey inward and reconnect with the goddess that was creation. Because she held divine masculine and divine feminine within her. That we can do this because we hold both aspects within us, and also it could be the opposite for the male as well. You know, wherever that maybe my mum hasn't turned up in my life, and you know, I've looked for a mother figure in my wife. So this demonstrates a shadow of the masculine, feminine, divine, that you've been gifted these scenarios in order for you to journey within and find your own divine feminine, find your own divine masculine. And with both of these energies, nothing to do with gender, by the way, nothing to do with gender, they're just energies, you can create anything by yourself. You don't need another person. So again, the energies of Sunday were to help us with to find alignment in our divine masculine and divine feminine, to create from within by ourselves. So to create something for yourself, really important, without anyone having a neb in it, basically. So if you're feeling blocked because you want to create something and somebody else in your life is basically pacing on your strawberries, basically, then the owl symbol is the wisdom to turn up authentically, to be you, to love yourself with all your facets and flaws and imperfections, you know, because that are also your gifts. So it's be authentic to your needs, to what you want. You don't need anyone to provide for you. You will provide for yourself once you get into your creative projects. So please share for anyone that may be on the verge of taking a leap into a new life, a new way of being, a new relationship, a new job, whatever newness you are coming into, and releasing the old and letting go of the old, is to have faith in yourself, um, and love every part of yourself. So please share, please like, because somebody may get something out of this. You know, this may like give somebody the confidence to say, yeah, I've got this, I'm going to go for it, I'm going to get on with it right now, I'm not going to let anything else stand in my way, because the only thing standing in your way is you. So in a journey, connect to yourself, stand in divine, or sit, lay down, whichever, comfort is queen, and just be with divine love, and it will guide you through anything. Stormy waters, because when you're creating a project, it may not always run smooth, but that's okay. You will be divinely guided as long as you journey within. So, you know, this is what we are waking up to, and it's not just the corruption of the world and everything else. It's the journey within and the connectivity as to the worlds and the energy and everything that is within us, which is so more expansive than what is without of us in this reality, is very limiting, whereas when you journey within, you are unlimited. So I will leave this energy, this beautiful energy this morning of unlimitedness, unlimited power, unlimited energy, unlimited resources, unlimited manifestation. And fellas, you know, one for you as well, starting a new job or starting a new way of being, solar plex, stomach, digestive system may be coming up for you if you're feeling a little bit unconfident, and your self-esteem is a little bit low right now. So take some time. I mean, it's a bit difficult in the UK to face the sun, so if you can't face the sun, I know this sounds difficult for a guy, but stare into a candle flame. It has the same frequency, so the same energy to restore your inner light. So this is one for the divine female and the divine masculine, because both are beautiful and both are valid. So I will leave my love with you. Take care.